Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at a fight rigging deck because we haven't really done that this season. Actually, I don't even know if we did one last season, but either way, fight rigging is on the menu today because there's a lot of good new cards. Stuff like the Flesh Gorger that we actually want to play, and that makes a good target both for the fight rigging and to get it off of a fight rigging. Mostly because the prototype stuff you get at the large size instead of the small size. Though you can choose which one you want it at, but you're usually going to take it larger. But either way, let's go and take a look at what we've got in this deck list and that we're going to be playing with today. Alright, as always, with things wrapping up, if you'd be so kind, consider joining the channel for as little 99 cents. There's some different rewards if you check that out. There's also a private Discord channel for anybody who's a member, so check that out too. And if you want to get all your stuff protected, keep your stuff looking good and sharp, and honestly, save their value, check out ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn. That will save you 5% at checkout. Okay, now getting into this pile of stuff, we are going to be starting out with some removal cards. We're playing 2 Go for the Throat, 2 Infernal Grasp, just because you got to be able to get some things out of the way. We're going to play 4 Gala Greeters, mostly to get the treasure, right? Because if we don't get something like our fight rigging, we need to be able to cast our stuff. And this is going to help us out quite a bit. Then we're going to be playing 2 Tear Asunder, another way to get some stuff out of the way. But honestly, there's a lot of times we do get to use this on an artifact or an enchantment. And don't forget that all the prototype creatures also happen to be artifacts, so you don't have to pay extra to kill them. Then we got 4 Shakedown Heavies, because this is already 6 power, easily becomes 7 with the fight rigging. We're playing 4 fight riggings, because that's the purpose of what we're doing today. And then we've got 3 Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. Now, an interesting thing about Gwenna that I don't think people understand is that you get to spend the mana from Gwenna only to cast creatures. Then if you play something that's 5 or greater, you get a +1/+1 counter and she on taps. Now, power 5 or greater. What that means is you can use Gwenna to cast something like a Shakedown Heavy and still get to untap Gwenna. Or even if you just don't need to use the mana, Gwenna can just sit there and then get a +1/+1. But like, this is actually really cool in this deck because we have so many things that could take advantage of that. But just having that extra mana is really nice. Then of course we have Shieldred, because Shieldred's just good. Then we have 2 Grixis Command. And this is like the backup plan to keep stuff out of the way. But you know, we can kill all the small things, which is good. So it's a pseudo sweeper for that. But also gives us the option of returning stuff back to our hand if stuff died. After we went through all the work, maybe the board got swept with a depopulate. That's pretty good. You can put 2 counters on something and then make it easier for a fight rigging to trigger. So that's a thing you can do as well. There's a few different ways we could use this in the deck. Then we're playing 3 Rootwire Amalgam, and this is for 2 reasons. One, that this gives us something we can play early. For 2 mana, we get a 2/3. We can block some stuff by some time, right? Or we could just spend 5 mana and get a 5/5, and then we use its ability, we get a 15/15. Or if we don't have anything great to hit under the fight rigging, then we just go ahead and get a 5/5 for our troubles, right? Not going to be bad with any state of the game that we could draw this thing. Then, of course, like we were talking about in the opener there, Phyrexian Flesh Gorger, just a big body, hard to block. I mean, we like everything about it. And if we're putting counters on it, your opponent takes even more damage whenever they try to kill it, and you get to gain that much more life. Then, of course, we're playing 3 Titan of Industry. This is the original best card to get with the fight rigging. But yeah, card's just really good. And with so many artifacts and enchantments being played right now, it's excellent. And being able to put a shield counter on something is also pretty slick too, with all the sweepers we're seeing. Lands, we're playing 6 Swamps, 2 Takenuma, 1 Beseiju, 6 Forests, 4 Deathcap Glade, 4 Llanowar Waste, and 2 Zeator's Proving Ground. The only reason we're not playing more Proving Grounds is we have a lot of turns where, ooh, excuse me, on turns like 4, 5, 6, 7, there's a lot of different variations where we want to have all of our mana available. So don't want to get caught drawing these as like our 6th or our 7th mana and not being able to do what we want to do. But otherwise, that's it. Y'all go watch the games. Catch up with me on the back end of the videos. I'll tell you what we learned from those games, and then I'll have a card spotlight for you. We will keep it. Putting faith in the deck on this one. That might have been misplaced faith. Let's see. Gotta find more land here. Hey, there we go. It wasn't so bad. Treasure. In case some of these things die. Alright, try to attack. Okay. What does this mean? Is it worth it to just play another Shakedown Heavy? Or is that wasteful? Alright. I mean, if you're going to sweep the board, you just sweep it, I guess. I want to make more treasure. Yeah, sure. Siphon Insight, all you. I really wish I believed in Siphon Insight, because it seems like a fun card to play, and I kind of want to put it into a deck, but like every time, it just feels so bad. Like I can't really justify playing it. Titan, you're neat, but you're going to need to wait. Oh, they got a way to kill it. Yep, good old Void Ren. Not sure what I do with this here. I mean, I guess I just go for it. Assume it's going to get countered. Oh, nope, it's an impulse. I was about to just give him the GGs because our hand was about to be pretty bad. Make a 4/4 and put a shield counter. I mean, not to say they don't have just another pile of sweepers, because that's what those decks do. Katose, sure. No more Shieldrids for me. Ooh, well, I was going to do something here with this Grixis command, but not anymore. Does Fight Rigging just say... Then if I control a creature of 7 or greater. So I don't have to... That creature doesn't have to be it. Yeah, I think we just take another Fight Rigging anyway. There's probably more value there. Play the other one. And we'll get another Titan. There was another Fight Rigging, though, which is kind of funny. We will attack, but we will kill this. Opponent takes 12. Impulse. All right. Go find another sweeper, I'm assuming. Though we would get to keep our Titan, because it's got a shield on it. Yep. And that'll do it. Ooh. All right. Let's keep it. Just see what happens. We do have one removal card, so it's not like we're without a play early. And if this ends up being mono red, Shakedown Heavies are real size bodies that they have to deal with. And we'd only be a couple mana away from the Gix, so that's fine too. And if they 2-for-1 removal on a Shakedown Heavy, cool. We can live with that world. Oh, or they just Obliterating Bolt. That is a very reasonable answer for that. Alright. I'm going to deal 5 to her? Nope. Bolt's a sorcerer. We could bolt and play with fire. That's real. Yeah, I've not had a lot of... Like, in my deck planning, when I see that card, it just doesn't do much for me. Though that could allow Shieldred to die. Huh. Alright, well, we're attacking. And we're just going to play Shakedown Heavy. Because you won't get to kill both of these. And they don't know it, but we could return a Shieldred to our hand anyway. This isn't what I think it is. This isn't mono red aggro, obviously. Like, there's a lot of random other things here. So this is some type of mono red artifact control or something. They might just be trying to cast a burn down the house. Truthfully. If that's the case, can we find a Titan? That'd be much appreciated. We cannot find a Titan, so let's get another fight rigging. We'll put this here so it's a 6 toughness. As much as that doesn't trigger the fight rigging, I'd rather protect the Shieldred first. Yeah, this game was very awkward, but I feel like we may have survived it. Yeah, weird. Okay, let's keep it. We got the mana. It's functional. Let's see what we can do. Though, you know, there's probably benefit to playing just the forest first. And then basically just saying, like, hey, the opponent doesn't know we're playing black for removal. You know, they don't know what we're up to if we just play the forest. And they might have run a creature out there that we could kill this turn. I don't know. But now we have a body, and the opponent doesn't, so we'll see what's up. Though this is likely looking like some type of Reanimator sort of deck, which is not great for us. Let's go ahead and play this. Ooh, let's go with Big Titan. They have nothing to kill a creature. See? Well, at least not instant speed. Oh, maybe they do? Maybe they do. Oh, they had Niganjo. That's fair. We can live with that. Like, my concern was that they were playing, like, the deal 3 damage to thing, Brotherhood's End or whatever. And I didn't want to run this out and just lose both creatures. So I'm kind of okay with the outcome we ended up with. Though I should have played this last turn and taken a point for this so I could play this tapped. But, you know, things are what they are. Alright, you can kill it, take 3. Nope. Alright. Let's see what they're up to here then. Now, if they have a sweeper or something, this could end up hurting. But if they don't, this ends up being a 6/6 here. Ooh, I guess we take this guy. Put a counter, put a counter. Alright, opponent goes to 14. We put this. Actually, at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Let's just do this. This is 5. If we feel we need it next turn to get to 7 on the following turn, sure. If we draw a land, we get to keep this and then just cycle this. Yeah, we knew that's a possibility. But we weren't going to not attack last turn. That would have been silly to believe otherwise. Now we just find... Exactly. I was literally thinking, like, if we just find this, then everything's okay, right? Now everything's awesome. Now there's a real question here. And I think I only want to cast this one. And then I think I want to decline this one with the opponent being at 10. Mostly because if they do have a sweeper, I don't want this to end up being something crazy, you know? Like, maybe now we can still... We know that one of our heavies is on the bottom of the library, but, like, we could possibly find another and do something here. But we shall see. Now, there is a reward where I could have went for Titan. And maybe I should have, because the reality is the opponent, I guess, couldn't... They won't be able to farewell until next turn. So maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Not playing both was probably bad. I was just kind of just playing on the safe side. Because otherwise, I could have just put a shield on it. Alright. Well, we got a 7th land anyway. We got a backup Gorger, so that's cool. We kind of got everything we want here. So the question is, do we want to attack with both? I mean, we attack with both. It's just where we put the counters, I guess, is the thing here. But at least if they target it, they're going to have to take 9. So I guess we're okay with that. I'm going to decline just the same. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. The reality is it really doesn't matter, because if they're going to farewell, we're going to lose the enchantments anyway. Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, that was just a dumb play, y'all. That's all that was. All right. And no Wandering Emperor or anything. Okay. I guess we just wait. I mean, if they have it, they have it. If they don't, then we're off to the races. I don't know. I definitely played this wrong, though. That Titan should have been in play, and we probably could have won on this turn. So that's definitely a misplay. I was overthinking a thing that didn't really matter, basically, is why that was a misplay. Like, the logic on the thing wasn't terrible, but it was logic that just didn't matter, ultimately, at the end of everything. Sure. Seems fine.
Coming off.
Wait, they're... Oh, they can't target our guy anyway. Yeah, they're just dead.
Keep watch for intruders.
I was thinking, like, you just exile it, but you can't exile it, because they're at 1. So I guess ultimately it didn't matter. They didn't have the sweeper anyway. Yep, that's game. Alright, we'll keep this. Alright. This is sort of tough, too, because I kind of want to play a Greeters first, but I also kind of want to play this because it's a bigger blocker. So it sort of depends on what they do here. If they go, like... Okay. I was going to say, if they'd have played, like, turn 1, you know, a 2-1 soldier or something, then I would have considered playing this first so I could just block. But now it's like, okay, they either kill this or they don't. We don't care. We now are probably going to play just Flesh Gorger on 3. And then make a treasure, and then that sets up some stuff for later. Oh, okay. So that's what we're doing. Sure. Not the worst thing. I'm willing to take a point here. I mean, obviously they have tons of things that exile stuff, but we'll see. What we don't mind is when the Flesh Gorgers get exiled, because we are playing Terra Sunders, and then we just get those back as bigger creatures that also gain life. Alrighty. And we're going to exile this as well. Looks like that's what we're setting up for. Nope. Just a Shigeki. Sounds good. Might as well just play it. We're going to do that anyway. We'll attack. See if they block. They probably won't. Oh, you're a huckleberry today. Let's get rid of a duder. That was awesome sauce. All right, let's go with this. Not sure if just playing the Flesh Gorger would have been better there, but meh, we'll see. Companion. All right, they weren't exile cards, so that's some good news. Though they still have options to play stuff here, which is probably bad news. Yep, that's the thing we didn't want to see. That sucks a lot. Oh, yep, that is real, real rough. So what are we looking to do here? All right. Let's do this. Because it's either give us Naturalists. I was going to say, they're not going to, but... now, you do only have 1 card. Or 2 cards. One of those we'll assume exiles, and then you copy with that. If we feed them this... Yeah, I guess we do anyway. And if we draw a land, we could play the other Gorger. So we'll see. And at any point, if we find a Terra Sunder, that's actually not terrible either. If they were low enough, it could have been worth just playing the other Gorger. And then, you know, force them to remove both. They take 6 or whatever, but we're just not at that place right now. This also works out pretty well, because now if we get a Terrace Under, we get 2 things back for 1, which is actually kind of nice. And I'm not too upset about it. Now, they are going to gain life attacking with the Naturalist and all that good stuff, so nothing we can do about that. We just have to accept it. Also, if we get another land and a Titan, that's a thing, so still options here. This game's got a good ways to go before we're done. We got the Titan, but not the land, so let's do this. Because this is actually not bad. We play this, we get the treasure, right? Then we pass. So now, when we do cast the Titan, we're going to get back probably these 2. Is going to be the play. Spirit Companion, they get to draw again. Sounds good. And in a sick way, I kind of want them to exile some stuff right now, so then we just get those out of the way. I wouldn't mind, well, if we got a second Titan, we'd be out treasure, so that wouldn't do enough. Chico's Reign of Truth. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, not a fan. But that's going to hurt, because we're only at 18. And fortunately, I guess that doesn't trample, so we can take it 1 time. But 1 time's about all we're getting out of that. Alright. And another Weaver. Gosh, dang it. That's terrible for us. Alright, I guess this is all we can do. Hope they don't have it. Destroy an artifact or enchantment, make a 4/4. No attacks. I mean, I guess this is it. I don't know what else we would do here. I really need to be able to kill some Weavers, is what I need to be able to do. Yeah, if you're smart, I'm assuming you're going to spread these around, I'm assuming. Because it's like loading them up on one Naturalist. Unless you just want a bunch of life. Doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, there you go. Spread it around, friend. That makes the most sense. Nope, they're putting it all on the Naturalist. And maybe they have a way to give it trample? Because Audacity is still a card. I mean, that's real. We don't have anything with Death Touch. They're just doing the math on like, am I willing to block, I guess, and kill their biggin? But that'd be awful. I think they're looking at, if they gain that much life, do I have a way to possibly kill them? But I really don't. Even if we turn the Amalgam into a 15/15, that's not going to get us there. Oh, interesting. They could have exiled a lot of things, actually. Yeah, that's interesting. They went the way they did. Do I block with Titan? I actually don't know what I want to block with here, because I'm wondering if I'm actually going to attack with the smaller of the Flesh Gorgers. And I don't think I am. But if I do, then they lose some blocking. This is actually tougher than I thought. We don't really have as much a benefit with the Titan, though, so let's just do that. I feel like the Titan's kind of done what it's going to do. We'll see what goes on the rest of the way here. Alright, you are a thing I could at least throw away if I feel like it. So that doesn't suck as much. We could play Gwenna in case we find another Titan. What if we just attack with this? Okay, opponent chose not to block. Alright, I mean, they're at 50 life, so whatever, you know. But I'm pretty sure we're on the losing end of this exchange. Unless they just draw dead for like 3 more turns or something. I don't think we have a real shot. Alright, cool. That's enough. We drew so bad there. Sure, why not? Alright, opponent mulligans once. Were these the Grixis command sleeves? I didn't know those were even a thing. I must have missed those. Kind of cool looking, though. Alright. Let's see what we got. I guess we're just going to show that we're mono black, even though we're not right now. Alright, I guess this is where stuff goes to die, right? No, it does not. I thought it might have died to a black spot removal there. But look at us. Alright, I guess we're going to go big and see if we hit. We did not hit. Boo. Though we could cast this. I'm just thinking, like, what do we get out of this? Destroy a creature with 2 or less. We would get that. Each opponent sacrifices a thing. Not really. Turn up the creature. Maybe we don't. I mean, if we just tear asunder, we get rid of that, which has real value. Yeah. All right. Kind of sad, but yeah. I can't pay the kicker, so. Not that it matters. We're only going to get rid of enchantment anyway. Alright. Not too bad. Interesting, but it works. Alright. Question is, do we want to double up here? Or do we just want to play another and leave mana open to kill a thing? I think... problem here is, though, if they have an angel, they're going to get to shoot down or shake... Well, shake it down heavy would be a 5 toughness. You know what? Let's do it. And I'm going to go and get a treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, in case we draw a Titan or something. Seems fine. No attacks. Okay. And right now they only have 1 white source. Oh, they have treasure. So that's not totally true. However, we can blow up the treasure now, which is a thing. So if we blow up a treasure... Or do we just get our shakedown heavy back? Alright, let's do this. Let's go and get another treasure, just in case. Let's destroy our artifact or an enchantment. And let's make a rhino. So they won't have access to double white, is the real concern there. Get a +1. Put the counter on a thing that's attacking. Attack, attack. Ooh, shielded. That's nice. That's real nice. Okay. Opponent says GG. So that was important to get rid of that. All right, we'll keep it. Let's go. And I guess we just go ahead with the Galagrators. Oh, you get Terra Sunder and Infernal Grasp. Both are pretty good. Both are pretty good, depending on the type of deck they're playing. One is better than the other. I mean, right now, while I'm on 3 mana, you probably take the... Oh, I would have taken Infernal Grasp. I wonder what kind of deck they're playing. Ooh, we got a sneaky Shieldred now, though, if we find our mana. That's kind of cool. Ah, there's some blue mana. It's not just black. See? We learn some things. All right. This gets countered, right? Of course it does. All right. The typical Grixis expectation, not a surprise. We'll attack. In the turn. See what they want to do here. Gonna try to set up where maybe they're trying to play around our Infernal Grasp, and then we can try to sneak down a Shieldred. I feel like we didn't really have a shot there. But I'm not totally sure the type of deck they're playing. But now that they tapped their blue mana, we'll take a shot at it. Okay, they're going to draw. As much as our deck wants mana, I'm not going to actually cycle that yet. Yeah, speaking of which. Oh, looks like they have a spot kill for Shieldred. Alright, we tried. We did what we could, team. We did what we could. Now we got to find 2 more lands for Big Titan. You don't really do what we want to do, but okay. Sure. Maybe we can find us another Shakedown Heavy. Opponent's playing all basics. I wonder why that is. Or if it's just coincidence. Alright. Or are they playing around our Infernal Grasp? Because that's the other thing, right? Because like they might have a Shieldred, but they don't want to run their Shieldred into our Infernal Grasp. So who knows? I feel like we're all getting a little creative here. Alright. Close, but doesn't quite do anything for us here. And they got rid of their blood tokens. They're not even worried about killing anything with that. Which says their hand might be pretty strong. Now, of course, they're playing Duressa, so eventually the cat might get out of the bag here with this Titan sitting in our hand. Not that the Titan itself particularly does anything. I mean, being real. Alright, well, we're probably going to get stuck having to do this anyway. Sure. Then here comes Shieldred. Because I would have done the same thing. Yep, exactly. Not even a surprise. Alright. GG's. I mean, just counter it, opponent, if you got it. I guess I could have killed the Blood Tithe Harvester with that Infernal Grasp as well. Alright. I'm going to keep it. It's probably a bad keep, but I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I tell people all the time, I don't make my content about playing the top meta thing. I'm not worried about playing perfect magic. Oh, that's a terrible draw. Playing perfect magic or whatever. I've done that before. You know, and not like humble bragging or anything, but like I've played nationals, I've played pro tours a couple of times, whatever. Like I know what effort that takes and what goes into it or whatever, and that's just not what I'm about anymore. Just not a thing for me. Okay. Little confused because they went nothing, nothing this, which I'm not sure what that tells me about their deck. So I'm going to attack, see how they feel about it. They might just take it since they're going to get to gain 3 potentially anyway. The problem I have now is like we know this doesn't kill that. I don't know if this is an artifact deck. I could just play this and get rid of it, but I'm going to go ahead and pass and just see what they're up to. Because they're likely going to spend some amount of mana to cast something here, right? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm totally wrong here. Okay. Well, that didn't go how we... That's actually nice to have here, though. They're just letting us have cards. All right. Now, I could have played this, but... Okay. Rafine's Informant, huh? Before they get the option of looking at other cards. Oh, they don't even have a counter. Well, look at that. Okay, sure. You get your Informant. Gosh dang it. See, I was trying to leave mana open, so if they did have something, we could fire this other one off and kill it. But... Oh, I see what we're doing. We're going to try to get all those out of the yard, y'all. Dang, I guess you should have done this to exile it instead. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, there's not going to be much we can do when they get all those out next turn. We're going to be in a world of hurt here. Jamie Topples came through with a party at 22. You came in just in time to watch me get blown out, I think, is what's about to happen. This is not going to go well. Oh, man, I really want to play that Gwenna, but at the same time, I kind of need to leave this up to destroy this to give us any real shot. Oh, this is an ugly situation to be in. I guess we go ahead and play one. If they sweep the board, they sweep it. Not a lot we can do about it. If not, if they just get stuff back and we get to keep our things, then I guess we at least try to cast a Titan. Like, that's something. Oh, we've just been talking about decks and stuff. This is the first game we've played today. And I think we're set up to lose it right now, depending on what the opponent does here. This could be tough. All right, they're just passing. Dang it. Why, opponent? Why? Actually, I know why, but still, why? What are we doing here? We only have exactly 7 mana, so we probably don't do what I want to do. All right, let's just attack with this. Whoa, why did they just take 6 instead of giving me a card? I genuinely thought they were going to give me a card there. Now I have a different problem. I think I'm going to just use Gwenna here to play this. Like, I'm not wanting to commit the Titan because I feel like we're just walking into a counter, but they didn't counter either. Maybe they just don't have counters in that deck. Okay, there is a farewell, so that's fine. So we would have lost the Titan anyway. That would have been a wasted turn. All right. I don't know. Maybe they just don't have a way to get stuff out of the yard right now. Okay, there's a leveler. That's mostly fine. We can get rid of a leveler. Can't use this for anything, I don't think, in our build. Arena, why the hell would you not just tap a regular swamp there? Come on now. Exile that, so you at least can't get that back out of the yard. These don't particularly help us. Actually, this would destroy something with the highest cost, or highest power. But... Alright. In case of emergency, break glass. Sort of what that's going to be. Tezzerets. Okay, Tezzeret's going to put stuff in the yard, so that's going to be annoying. Yepers. I assume something like that would be the case. So maybe that's what they were waiting on. All right. Currently, though, I guess I could get back a Steel Seraph. Because a Root Wire Amalgam, they're better off having a Steel Seraph. All right. And they get to play what? You know what? I goofed up. Knowing there was a chance that was going to come out, I should have just killed Tezzeret first so they couldn't put anything extra in the yard, and then I've been able to kill that next turn. But maybe they're just looking to get a free spell they can play with that. I don't know. Let's see. Because we may end up needing to kill... Well, there you go. There's an example. It's like getting rid of that and then killing that. So sure. So I guess maybe this might still work out. Oh, did they finally find a counter? Nope, they didn't. Not sure what that pause was about, though. That's a little unnerving. Oh, wait. I actually can use the artifacts for this. Destroy an artifact or enchantments, and I'll put a shield counter, I guess. Mostly if they just have like a depopulate. I mean, if they end up just killing everything anyway, exiling it all, it doesn't matter. Alright, they're going to draw on discard, probably looking for something else to reanimate, which is probably going to be a portal. Yep. Alright. Destroy a portal. Put another shield counter. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to make a 4/4 here. Because I feel like at this point, we haven't even seen a depopulate. They might just be playing just for real a full set of farewells. And if they are, this doesn't matter anyway. Alright. Emblem says... Yeah, exactly. So we wouldn't have got anything either way. So it was just gambling on if that was going to do anything. Well, that's cute. Almost enough mana. Not quite. Actually, yeah, it's still not enough. Alright. Okay. Gix. Well, fortunately, Gix doesn't do anything to creatures, so that's a good news. And he doesn't do anything to enchantments, so that's good news. Now the real question is, do I think I can kill the opponent in two legit... Well, now we can't. Like, I was going to say, are they going to kill the opponent in 2 attacks? Well, that whole plan has changed now. Ooh, that's interesting, though. What are we going to do now? I guess we do this first. I'm just checking my mana to see if there's something else I might want to do. But yeah. Oh, awesome. Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. Counter. We will play this. We will destroy an artifact or an enchantment. We will make another 4/4. We will destroy, I guess, the token. Because putting this in the yard actually has less quality value for us. We will attack. I think I just have to go after the opponent here. And if they double block, great. We'll just get both the things. Alright. Is there anything else we can do here? I mean, we can get back a Titan for next turn, but... yeah. We're kind of just... depends on what they draw here. This is kind of it. Oh, here we go. They're going to get to see like 4 extra cards here. Actually, 6, because they're going to copy this. All right. There's another Jin-Gitaxias. Not the end of the world. Yep, that gets copied. And they'll still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So yeah, they can do a bunch of stuff here. We've seen 2 farewells. There's still more that could hit here. They do have a portal in the yard, which they're probably just going to reanimate. And then that would likely be the game. That doesn't do it, though. Not yet. All right. They've got a card left, and they can still get some extra life. Which, by the way, they could get 4 life, because they can do it on our turn. Because it's each turn. Sure. I was going to say, don't forget the Titan has Secret Reach. It's real tall. Oh! We'll keep this. I think we'll just go Amalgam into a Flesh Gorger, and then we'll see. Maybe we get a Shieldred, maybe we don't. Well, you get nothing. Do you hear me, opponent? Nothing. You get nothing. I mean, now you get a thing, because technically it costs 2 now. This very much dies to a cut down. Oh, we're going up against straight up discard. All right. This is cool. Attack. Downside is we're probably losing this Shieldred. But if they make us discard it, we could return it to our hand. So, like, that is a thing. But let's see where we're at. Oh, Liliana. Sure.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once it's
Oh, yeah, we are definitely getting rid of this. They highlighted it to make sure. It's like, yep, that one's getting sacrificed. Just letting you know. Get you out the way. Sadly, we do have to play this. Get this down. All right. 4 cards, 4 mana. There's a Kaito. Huh.
There are many secrets I don't know.
And they're going to take 2 for that. Yep. Yep, the birds can't block though, so we're not really worried about that. Alright, I guess we just kill you now. Just maximize our damage. Let's go. Once it's 7... I mean, I have another Gorger in case something bad happens here. Oh gosh. What? Really, opponent? That's just like a suicide run. Like, I don't... Were they not aware of how... Yeah, I was going to say. Okay. Cool. Alright, so this actually turned out to be a lot of fun. However, I'm not sure I could highly recommend it. Mostly for a couple of reasons. The first is that I think it needs a little bit of a better, like, middle game, unfortunately. I think there's other versions of this I could probably build that might look a little bit better. But the biggest issue is you're going to struggle against the blue-based decks, particularly things like Grixis and, to some extent, the mono-blue decks, right? Those are going to be the biggest problems. Now, Azorius control could be a little bit of an issue as well, but at least you have some play against those a bit. But yeah, I think the mono blue and the Grixis just become a bit too much for this deck to handle. So if you're running into a lot of those on the ladder, this is probably not going to be great for you. Now, if you're going to an event that you're going to be playing this, or maybe your local FLM and you know those decks aren't there, then this probably has a realistic shot. But unfortunately, I think with those at least being a reasonable chunk of the matches you'll run into, this makes it a not viable deck for the most part. But again, if you're playing against humans, maybe even mono red, there's some matches you can win there. They're going to be tough, but they're winnable, right? Like, there's things you can do. But I think yeah, like I said, it's just too hard to get over those humps, I think, and say for sure that I would safely recommend those. So as much as I enjoyed it and it's fun, I would say if you already have the cards and you want to gamble on dodging those matchups, go for it. But if you already don't like playing those matchups, this is not going to be the deck for you. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Rotting Regisaur, because the card's just cool. I mean, it would be the perfect card to play in this type of deck where it's just like 3 mana and you get a 7/6 and then boom, get to trigger off your Fight Rigging. This card opened itself up to work with so many different things at the time it was standard legal. It's just a really cool card. And because it's a dinosaur, zombie dinosaur, I mean, I guess it fits into some different decks and themes, which is pretty cool. And the card, while not really seeing a ton of play and still being fairly new, still goes for about $3. So if you do want to find one and put it into a deck, go for it. Even if you need to just put stuff into the graveyard, this might actually work for you for those lists as well. Now, if you enjoyed today's deck list and you want something a bit off the beaten path, but you also want something fairly consistent, well, check out this mono white artifacts list we had, because it has almost half the deck being artifacts and actually really works. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.